All right. Hello. We're going to continue operations on the AGS. Whoa. Big zoom. Right. So this is 394. Yeah, 394. So it's heading back to the coast. Back to Brunswick, Georgia. There she blows. Go ahead and turn on auto. Date and time is correct. Got quite a few to pull out of there. All right, so I guess we'll use this little old switcher here and finish switching out these. Now these can go out, so I can, I don't know if they leave these here or put them out in that little yard in the front there. But all these are empty, so we're going to start shoving these back. I just had to store these there. We'll get rid of those first because we don't want just crap sitting around. This pair here, I guess, will just chill until they are needed. The Central Georgia somehow got down here, but I guess it's better than just the standard Run 8 engine. Is what it is. Turn those tags off. All right, so straight back. Firstly, whoa, why did it change my Huron? I had another Huron on there. Oh, this is the, what the hell? Norfolk Southern. I thought this was the Run 8 one. I'm a little confused. Maybe it did both? Where's the P33? There we go. E-Bell, definitely not. All right, let's get it. Run down here and make sure the switches are lined. They are not. All right, we got that one. Get that one. Fall through the bridge. There we go. And oh, dear God. There we go. Straight back. There it is. That's what we want right there. Rail drivers saying our engine's doing 17 miles an hour. That's not optimal. We'll sit here and kind of flag the crossing. I don't know how this really works.
Norfolk Southern milepost 177.8. Track 1, no defects. Total axle 160.
You got the lights on? Oh, they're on the front. Long hood. All right, 15 mile an hour. Start slowing her down. Whoa, 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 whoa. 14, 13. Slow it down there, Hoss. There we go. Now we'll see how this little sucker will handle these big old cuts. Can't be that bad. We're working them pretty hard, Riceboro Southern. It can't be that bad. There we go. Air brake cheat. Alright, what do we got her set on road? Go ahead and switch that to switching, as that is what we are doing. Waiting on that pressure. Alright, what do we got here? I need to change the text color. We do that. How do we do that? Graphics? No, no, no. Sim options. I switched it, but it was a long time ago. I don't remember what the hell it was. Not that. Nope, nope, nope. Here we go. So it's green. We need something to stand out. Do yellow. There we go. Alright, now we can see what we got going on here. Alright, CFM is going down slowly. Guess we can go ahead and walk back here and line us up. Let's see, how many? Ooh, 1.1 HPT on this little sucker. 1,300 ton. It's 26 cars. Ah, she can handle it. She's gonna have to work for dinner here. All right, let's get it back on the brake. There we go. CFM down to 26. It's getting there. Probably not going to air up every time. That is not optimal. Take too long. I mean, it is kind of heavy, but let's see. All right, so that's lined up. Concacha, what's up, man? Neighborhood communist checking in. The big red menace, Concacha. Oh no! All right, we'll run these. Well, shit. No, we'll go back to the left there. And then to the left as well. So we're set. We're ready to rizzle. CFM at 5. All right, let's go ahead and start shoving this big girl back. All right. Ready to roll. Coupler force is going up. It's just one notch. Here we go. Let's go with 2. Hopefully I didn't do the handbrake thing like an idiot. Yep, they're applied. Cool. Yep. Idiot confirmed. There we go. I thought, dude, I swear I hit it when I jumped in the locomotive. All right, we're shoving. Couple more notches. Bring that truck roll up a little bit. There we go. Ready to make some fresh mercs. $9 miles an hour. Forgot to bail the independent. We're all right though. Bang, bong. Yeah, Concoch. So we're at the same spot from last week. That was last week? My short-term memory, man. I thought it was like 3 weeks ago. Boy. Yeah, yeah, same place. So that train is headed back to Georgia. We just looked at as soon as I fired up the stream. So we're pushing back the empties now to start loading up for the for some new Russian mobster mobiles to be built. Mercedes SUVs. He's very nice. He's very nice, comrade. We rolling. We be rolling. 11 mile an hour. We're good. We're good. We're going to try and rely on, well, we can't rely on independent because I'll just stretch the couplers too damn much and then we won't be able to uncouple. So we'll just use a little bit of train air. I know, bro. I actually thought it was yesterday. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. $8.5 miles an hour. Slowing down a little bit. Little Scotiams. That's all right. We'll give her another notch. Keep the momentum. There she is. See her coming around the way there. Yeah, this isn't going to take too long, so I don't know what we're going to do after this. Maybe we'll find a local sitting down here. Try and find out what's crappening. Conk said, memory test. What did you eat for breakfast 3 days ago? Well, I'm pretty simple, man. I know that one because I don't really switch it up too much. I either have eggs or banana nut bread or yogurt. Old man food. Old man responsible healthy food. All right, we got to buy 4 cars. Go ahead and come off the throttle. That's a wild ass fiber intake. You damn right, boy. Be crapping like a cow, dude. Ain't no games. Ain't playing no games. It is the main thing, like with the eggs, is protein, man. All about protein. I try and keep carb shit down as much as possible, and it just lasts longer. You know, you have a good solid breakfast, some protein, and it, you know, you're not hungry by like 10. It helps, you know. All right, slow roll it, baby. Slow roll it. All right, a little bit of air. Chuck down some protein shakes. Yeah, I got those too, man. The little, you talking about little pre-made deals? For sure. Those don't last though, man. Like they can be as thick as possible and have like a ton of protein, but those still don't last. I'll usually have one of those in addition to something else like eggs. I should be making some hard boileds, but I'm just too damn lazy, man. All right, so we got to space these out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. Let's see. Let's count again. Counting is fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, that's 6, 7. We're gonna do 8, man. We're gonna do 8. These employees are gonna have to walk. Deal with it. I don't know. That looks good to me. It might not be stretched. We'll see. It is stretched. Son of a biscuit. All right, we do have the handbrake applied, so we're cool. All right, we'll go ahead and close it down. Bang bang. All right, 1 notch. 1 skosh magosh. There we go. All right, calm down there, Chief. There we go. All right, pull forward a little bit. Bro. Did it recouple? Come on, engine, do your thing. What's the hold up, bud? There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, a little bit of independent brake. All right, come back off it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the orange one, and 6. Nope. There we go. Handbrake on that sucker. Cha-chang. Yeah, dude. Train handling is not my passion. Huel powder is mine. So you like actually make it, or is that a pre-made deal? Oh, I see so many, man, but it's hard to tell. Like, Jesus, there's so much option out there now. You know what I mean? All right, we'll close that. There you go, bleed them. Okay, so how we gonna get up into our drone mode? I mean, that's a I don't know if they're getting a ramp between there, but at least they can walk between it, you know? I guess we can run it all the way down, eh? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the old Norfolk Southern. You know what? We're just gonna leave all these here. We got room, right? We got room. We got the room. There it is. All right, let's get our next cut. There it is. Yeah, buddy. Brother calls them hurl powder. Yeah, that's the thing about shakes and protein shakes, man, is they're it can be tough, dude. They leave this weird kind of like film in your mouth. In fact, I'm drinking one right now. Well, I had it sitting here, so now it's nice and warm. That's the other thing, man, about these little pre-made protein shake drinks. They've got, like, for me anyway, they got to be ice cold, dude. Because when they start to get room temperature, that's vom material. So it is pre-made, you say? Okay. Well, damn, how much protein is in those things? Drinking 3 a day. Oh my God. Yeah, first world problems, right? Can't stand warm drinks. I hear you, man. The only thing I don't mind drinking, well, not warm, but like room temperature, is water. I'm not usually crazy about cold water. All right, so we're gonna start building these up. We'll come right down back from whence we came. I guess we'll grab this one first. It's not too bad. I mean, they're all going to the same place, and I don't really have to, you know, they're all blocked. It's all a one deal gig. Not too shabby. I'm actually kind of worried that it's not, because I don't really have any plans beyond switching the Merc plant. There's plenty of stuff around here. There's McCalla Yard is not too far from here, and there might be some trains already set up ready to run down there. Pinkacha says, can we compress this into a TikTok reel for my non-existent attention span? That's everything now, dude. Instagram, YouTube shorts, TikTok reels. My God. My gird. My gird. Man, I'm one of those weirdos that I'm kind of lucky in a sense that I didn't ever really mess with a lot of that shit. I don't have TikTok. You know, you can still watch TikToks, right, without having a thing, even though I try not to. Same with Instagram. Like, the only thing I have like that is Facebook, and I absolutely hate that as well. But Facebook kind of did like what Instagram did, to where to be able to look at certain content you have to be logged in and have an account, so they can track and trace everything about your life. So, you know, that's what I had to do, because sadly a lot of your train sim shit is on Facebook, you know. You know, I try not to doom scroll, man. And having all those apps, it's like, I just like being outside. Real shit. Sitting there looking at other people and their expensive lifestyles, you know. Doom scrolling and shit like that, you know. Cool stuff, intellectual stuff, historical stuff, things you can learn. Absolutely, I'll watch shit like that. 100%. But all the other stuff is just pointless, man. It's just pointless. Alright, here's our first cut. We just morphed out of the engine like a boss. Wait, is there a cut down there? Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. That's what we want. Skirt. Alright, go ahead and bring it on back. Give me about 3 cars. Tres coches, por favor. Coche, that's car, right? Man, I took so many years of Spanish in my schoolings. I would barely, like, if somebody dropped me off in a Latin-speaking country, I would barely get by. I know things like to ask where a library is and bathrooms. It'd be about as far as I'd get, man. Would not be good. Get her done. There we go. All right. How many of these did I set? Are they all set? Bro, they are. Bruh. Is there any way to undo all the handbrakes without being like tied in? There's gotta be. Was it like shift click? We'll try that. Nope, they're all still. Okay, that's not optimal, but hey. Alright, so I'm gonna try and do no air on this cut. Just for the sake of time, but we're not gonna be able to grab all these out here. Because it'd just be too much. So we'll grab another cut, shove it back, come back out and grab another. We'll see how she do. Alright, let's check them switches. Walking right in the middle of the tracks. Like a total pro. Alright, just making sure those are all gravy. That one is not. We do not. You know, I think I learned my lesson about switches. It'll probably happen again, but maybe less frequent. I literally say that and like something will happen. Just a few moments from now, guaranteed. But yeah, I think I learned my lesson. I think. Alright, so this is not the switch. This is le switch. Le switch. I'll put Minecraft parkour reel behind this stream. Jesus. Oh, man. Do you watch Papa Meat? Have you ever seen Papa Meat? It just reminded me of the Roblox kids. My God, dude. We are so toast as a society. So toast. F5. Yeah, F5. F5 does it. I remember to hit F5 when you're in the engine, and I think if you're hooked up, it'll do it for the whole train. Holy jump scare. But see, we didn't tie on. We're just we're no brakes right now. Just light engine, basically, independent. So shift F5. I'll have to try that. Because usually, I mean, like with most games, when you hit shift and then click or a key or something, that usually does it all, right? That's like a one-off for most video games. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's get this cut. Sorted. Run 8 keybinds, bro. I'm telling you, man. I usually have the sheet on my second screen here, man. It's just crazy. There's like so many things you can do. To be fair, a lot of it you can just click as well, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I will never remember all of it ever. And I have the utmost respect for the folks that have been playing this since it's, you know, V1, since its inception, that remember all of these keys. I mean, you don't have to remember everything, right? Just the things that really count. There it is, baby doll. All right, we ain't tying you on either. All right, we're gonna hit Shift F5. See, I think it's because we're not tied in, and I thought you could do it in the tagger. I guess not. Yeah, I think it's because we're not tied in, and I don't want to tie into them. Now they're all applied, my dude. There we go. Okay, no. Okay, it is F5. So I just hit F5. Now they're all... We're gravy. We're gravy. All right. All right, let's get these some bitches back. We'll do it in the... Dude, imagine having like a drone. I know any like real railroaders are like, how dare you speak automation, you piece of shit. I just mean like hypothetically. Imagine there were like drones that went around picking switches and shit. That'd be wild. That would be wild. It'd have to be a serious drone, you know. For serious. Alright, go ahead and back her up. Are we moving? Are we moving? We are not. My brother in Genesee, Wyoming. Why are not you pushing? It ain't that heavy. Oh, it says the reverser's in neutral. I'm sorry? It is not. It is in reverse. We'll try it again. There we go. Now it's in reverse. Okay. Gatto! What's up, man? Thank you for the biddies. How you doing, Gatto? There we go. Now we shoving. That's the other thing why we can't get all these cars right now, because we'd end up way up there and it wouldn't jive. There we go. Got them old NS engines back our. Come on, push. Let's see. We're at HPT 1.5. That's not bad at all. That's about where we want to be. Let's go back to the brake deal. Where's it at? There we go. Pretty sure those Boston Dynamic robots, man, those things are scary. Like the ones with the friggin' 50 cals on their backs. Oh my god. That's some scary stuff, man. I mean, just drones alone, you know, just between the stupid ass Ukraine and Russian conflict and the usage of drones, it's crazy. It's totally changed dynamics. Insane, man. All right, let's go drop down on the ground, ride them back. Can't walk over the bridge. We'll get yeeted and... Hold up, slow down. Get up, no. Oh, get on it, Get on the... Bro. E key. Why are you doing this? E key. Please. It is E, yes? I've done it a million times. Okay. Alright. Enough. Enough, bro. Get on the car. I'm tired of... Alright. Whatever. I'll just stand here. We'll just hang out. I know when I'm hitting the E key because you do this little like bounce. I don't know if you can see it. Like you kind of stand up on your tippy toes. Grand Trunk Weston. Dude. Has it got to be a certain speed? I mean, obviously you're not going to grab on doing like 15 mile an hour. Okay. It's not. It's literally not getting on anything now. What the hell, man? What the hell? I got on the auto rack earlier. I wonder if it's got something to do with like not being aired up for some reason. This is so weird. Yeah, that'd be scary, conk. That would be scary. Getta says, looks like the grab irons and stirrups not modeled on that car. Well, bro, I literally got on one like when we set that. I feel like I'm losing my shit here, man. We were riding one when we put that cut back earlier before we ran back out to the yard there. It's wild. He's wild. Name is taken. What's up, man? Get on the car. Get on the car. E. 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 Maybe it's a speed thing. I guess we'll just walk it out. We'll get our steps in. We'll get our steps in. All right. Good there, good there. Good there. Not good there. Esa no bueno. Okay, we are going to go ahead and shove these right here and stick them with those. These are loaded, but you know, they're not going to go out right now anyway. They're not going to go out just one lonely old cut of cars. So they'll just wait until the next day when the rest are loaded. And then they'll all go together like Noah's Ark, but for overpriced SUVs. All right, here she comes. All right, a little spicy. Let's take the notches down here. Doing 16 mile an hour. Yeah, it's I don't know, Gatto. It's weird, man. Let's go down here and try and get on these that are stationary. Dude. Got right on it, man. Let's see what the distance is. So you can be way the hell over there and jump on. So let's see, what are we like, 4 feet? So yeah, you can be 4 feet away and jump on. So something screwy is going on there, man. It must be because of the speed. That'd be my guess. The speed probably just started going too fast. But initially, we weren't going that quick yet when I tried hopping on. So I don't know. All right, we are going to have to stop shy of that cut since that's already a good size cut because you're supposed to space these cars out so the workers can get between them. Auto racks are fun, man. It's one of my, as a train nerd, probably one of my favorite types of cars. Like 4750s, auto racks. Gosh, what else? I love a good low-sided gondola, like a scrap gon. I don't know what it is. Always been a fan of those. High and wides. Those are fun. I don't really see those too often. Yeah, mixed freight is very based, Concacha. Nothing like a manifest. Very sexy train manifest. All right, let's come off the throttle. I got to remember we do not have air. We are relying solely on engine braking. So, we got to be chill. And that's it's very hard for me. Oh dear God, it's like right now. Like right now. Can't go too hard cuz then you'll just slide. Holy shit. Okay. I need to let's see, we're already slacking back. That's not very good either. All right, we'll go ahead and throw a brake on her. 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. All right, handbrake on that one. Oh my God, it's not stretched, dude. Get out of here, man. We did a thing. Holy cow, we did a thing. We did a thing. All right, I mean, this is definitely not enough room for ramps. I don't know if that's why they gap them. I don't know if it's for the ramps or for the employees to simply walk between cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll leave. Ooh, it looks a little tight. What do you guys think? Yeah, they wouldn't be able to walk between there. So we'll leave this one. Oh my God, we did it again. That's a twofer. That is a twofer. We didn't stretch that one either. My lord. All right, let's try and get on this one. Yeah, so there we go. You must have to be under 5 miles an hour to board it. I never realized that, man. I always just tried to jump on. Just jump on it. Name is taken says, I just had the weirdest dream driving a car. I woke up holding my girlfriend's arm like a shifter. Was she conscious and looking at you like, bro? All right, go ahead and hop on down. Brakes aplicado. Scared. All right, go ahead and back her up. Give me 20 cars. Do the odometers of brand new cars driving onto these add up? Must piss off new car owners into oblivion. Yeah, I mean when they get to a dealer, they've got some miles, you know, driving them transportation wise and things like that. Could you imagine, like, I'm sure a lot of people can, but being the person that puts the first mile on like a friggin' $180,000 G wagon, you know, or something like a brand new Ferrari. I would be so scared because an engine, you know, you have to have a warm up period. It's like a cold start. When you start an engine up, you know, you're supposed to let it run a little bit. The newer cars get, you know, they're pre lubricated and things with the fuel system and whatnot. A lot different nowadays, but Jesus. Imagine just getting in and just ripping shit, stomping it. Brand new engine. My God, it's horrible. I don't even like thinking about it. Guy says, I'd say to walk between cars for inventory taking. Yeah, because you definitely don't want employees, you know, jumping over couplers and shit. That's just not good practice. Because you never know what could be going on. And while most of these cars are static, being loaded and whatnot, they could shift around and, yeah. But, you know, I'd imagine when they're loading them up, you know, it's kind of like an auto train or most facilities where it's just the car at the back is the ingress point, you know, and they just drive them all the way through. There's a ramp right there. Webb Auto Ramp. Webb being J-Dog Jason from High Rail. It's his surname. Wait, did I get that? Surname. Is that what? Wait, what's the surname? Is that your first name? Surname. Name, surname. I don't even know, dude. That scares me. New horror movie drop. Title translation is Sugar Factory. That reminds me, dude. We watched one the other night, and I cannot remember what the hell it was now, but it was actually pretty good. Oh, what was it? Oh, had Hugh Grant, the Brit actor. It was called Heretic. It was fucking good, man. And like it's a horror movie, right? But it's kind of more of like a thriller / mystery, but it's definitely got some creep factor in it. Definitely. It's a good movie though. I think we watched it on one of the apps. It's HBO Max or Netflix or some shit. Got a brand new Peugeot 208. I asked the dealer if I had to keep the revs in high. Said that's only for older cars. Huh. Like you just got one? Like just got it? Just got it? 208, man. Little rally car. Little rally beast. I've always been a huge fan of the European hot hatchbacks. Such a cool car class that we don't really have here in the States. I mean, we got Volkswagens and shit, but, you know, it's just not quite the same. Alright, let's go get them other cars. Then we got to figure out what we're going to do after this, because we got a couple more cuts we got to spot, and that's it. So, I don't know what's going on out on the line otherwise. Not a whole lot going on. Boy, this thing's smoky. Smoking. Gana said, imagine if she was holding your arm using it as a shifter, then reached down to yank on your center console parking brake. Well, it would depend on which side of the car the wheel and the shifter were on, I guess. Ford Focus RS, yeah, you know, that's really like the only thing that's hot hatch. You know, the Fiestas were cool too, but you know, we didn't get the same Fiestas as you know, the rest of the world did, or even the what were they, the Pumas or the Ka? I remember the Ka, it was just Ka. Not trying to sound like I'm saying car like a fancy person. Oh, Ka, look at my Ka. I think it was called a Ka. But a little like microcar hot hatchbacks, and they're just nimble, man. Like the old Civic hatchback. Oh my god, dude! I had a buddy in high school that had one of the. I think he had. God dang it! It was probably the last year they made a Civic hatchback, and that little bastard was fun as hell, man. It was so nimble, so light. But you got all the Italian, you know, hatchbacks and the French, and well, that's about it. Some German. Micro cars. See, I say micro cars while we've got like giant HD2 2500 GMC pickup trucks that can pull a fucking house down. And those are like normal here. Can you imagine seeing something like that going through the streets of London or somewhere? You wouldn't be able to park anywhere, man. Civics are all hatchbacks. No, not there. I don't think, has there been a recent Civic hatchback in years? I thought they were all sedans with a trunk, not an actual hatch. I think maybe they did start making them again in hatches, but the thing is they weren't, they're 4-door, right? So it's basically, it's kind of like what they did with the 240 SXs, right? Where it was like kind of a sports car setup chassis, but it just had a hatch, the big heavy ass rear glass, you know. Well, I guess that counts as a hatch. I'm talking like 2-door, actual hatchback, car shaped like a shoe kind of thing. Oh, you got your Peugeot. Is it? I know you guys say different things. Peugeot or Peugeot? Peugeot. 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 I've heard that too. Like there's an R in it. Peugeot. But you got it a year ago. Nice GT full black. Black on black on black on flat black on shiny black on black. Hell yeah. Stealth bomber. Gets me to 110 allegedly. Yeah, you can't, dude. Y'all can't. I mean, you gotta find special places over there to test things, you know, because all the speed cameras, right? Fiesta with racing stripes. The last 3-door hatch. Yeah, 3-door. That's what I was missing. Yeah, the Civic I'm thinking of, it looked like a bubble. I mean, even the Civic, I can't remember what year they were, but even the coupes were cool. And it was the same exact thing. It was just the rear end was, you know, one had a trunk and one had a hatch. But the 3-door hatchbacks, oh my god, like everybody had those for autocross. I remember when autocross became like a big thing, you know, before drifting and all that shit. And as my buddy Johnny used to take that thing and just rip shit with it. Like it was just so, he would tripod that thing. It was just so nimble, it's insane. He'd rip everything out but the driver's seat. And that was a good sound too, man. I'm no racer. I was a racer back in the day. Not gonna lie. Fast and the Furious. I'm talking Fast and the Furious before the 30th one. Like OG. First couple. But there was nothing like hearing a VTEC over like 5,000 RPM, man. That was a good sound. Concacha says we basically beat up pickup drivers in the parking lots here. I'm sure, man. We deal with the same shit here, man. We got a lot of these dudes with these micro penis issues that drive these massive trucks and they'll park in like 2 parking spots sideways. It's shameful. It's really shameful. All right. Gonna grab this cut. Watch your step. Pergu. The T is silent. Pergo. Pergo. Where does the R come from, man? Because it, like, if you look at it just on a alphabetic nature, it looks like it says Pugiat. Pugiat. What's the other, I always forget the other French manufacturer. Peugeot, Alpine, God, what is the other one? Yeah, name is taken. There's 2. Renault and Citroen. Concacha says no, there's only one. Peugeot, Renault, Citroen. Man, the old Rally F2 kit car championships. Those cars were king, dude. We're talking 3 liter, 6-cylinder. What were they, like 280 bhp? Insane. Front wheel drive. The wheels were like 12 inches wide. That's some more cool shit. Our speed cameras are a joke. I'll go through deactivated ones at 90 because they've been stripped inside, but they kept the casing. Oh, so it's like how they'll do here if they'll leave it as like a scare factor. So like here, if say there's like an area where some old lady's bitching that people are speeding, and they get tired of hearing it because she keeps calling the department, they'll take like a car out and leave it with nobody inside if they've got an extra one, just to kind of scare people. Or they'll take one of those, it's like a little trailer sign with a flashing thing on it that shows you your speed. Just kind of leave it up there to mess with you. Make you second guess. Alright, I think we got 2 cuts and then we're going to have to figure out something else to do. Name is taken says Civics in real life will come with 2 options, sedans and hatches. Only hatches got the Type R until 2010s. Back in my day, they made a Type R everything, man. Remember the Integra Type Rs? Woo! That was like the golden goose of Type R-age in Ricer cars. The Integra Type R, man, with that big ass wing on the back and the 4 circular headlights. Oh, baby. What's funny is like you can't even find cars like this now that just it's like a clean Mark III Supra. It's just they're impossible to find now for a reasonable price anyway. That just hadn't been beat to shit, Is very sage. The Type R you can buy in the US back in the day, right? Well, the Integra, I think, yeah, you're right. I think you're right, dude. I think you're right. So, I think you're right. You're absolutely right. It was the Integra because the Civics were called SIs, whatever the hell that meant. So yeah, I don't think they may have started the Type R thing, but it was well after my time when I was all like into that shit before I had to get a normal kind of boring car. Responsibilities. Katya said, "No, I don't know how to account for your Yankee accent." Just plaster speed cam signs in areas that don't have them. Yeah, they're fucking with you, man. They're making you, second guess. All right. All right, can we get this other cut? I'm going to say yeah. It's going to be a doozy. And well, shit. I don't think so, dudes. I know what we can do, though. We can put them some bitches on the front so we don't have to come back out here. Yeah, because if we grab that cut, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is like 14. And this cut I got now wouldn't even fit down there past the signal. So we'll throw them on the front. That is what we'll do. Gatto said you haven't heard a Yankee accent until you talk to someone from Maine. It's, you know, it's interesting. Like, a lot of people think internationally that a lot of Americans or people from North America just as a whole kind of sound the same or are the same. And there's a lot of different dialects. I mean, shit, even in the South, like if you're a Carolinian or from Georgia, or let's say Louisiana, you know, Southern Louisiana, they're basically fucking French, you know, and they sound it and they integrate French words, and there's a lot of and like Gatto said, Maine, you know, you go to the Midwest, the Dakotas, like it's there's a lot. Same with Britain, you know. I know Britain's got same deal. It's got you know, the West Country and Northerners and the posh Londinians. Concacha says, I'll always laugh when I hear someone say honey or sugar in an accent like that. Honey, sugar, 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 sugar. It's like even, you know, you go up like Maryland, right? Maryland and southeastern Pennsylvania, they've got a dialect. And it's all in the O's, how they say their O's. It's wild, man. Name is taken, says, "Hey, I'm walking here." that's like New York, New Jersey. But even New York and New Jersey have, you know, different types of dialects. Concoch says, haven't had any points on my license, touch wood. It's just because I have a really good local knowledge. So what's the point situation on license there? Is it like is it a UK wide thing, or is it just like whatever your county is? Concacha says, "Oh yes, the Midwest. That's not actually in the West." Yeah, I don't really get where that came from. I'm sure there's some good reason behind it, but my guess would be that, you know, it was way back in the day when basically anything west of the Mississippi didn't exist yet, really, or was settled, and so that was the West. You know, or the, I guess then the Midwest. All right, we're gonna try and run this with no train brake I've got the independent almost fully applied. I had it well before the switch, and she's still slow rolling. We're gonna do something not amazing here, but we need to clean this yard up. I don't even know if you can do this in Run 8. Like, I know some things are weird in Run 8. Like, if you, shit. Like, if you try to run long head forward, for example. Oh yeah, this is gonna be weird. We fudge it. Yeah, we excessive couplers, so this is not a great idea. But we're gonna do it anyway. FN chat. I said I wasn't gonna do this. I said I wasn't gonna do this. How did this even happen? How did this even happen, man? And why was that handbrake on? Christ. Okay, how did I can't even remember. I can't even remember. Oh, bro. I can't even remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. How did I do this? I had to do some dumb shit. I had to do some dumb shit last time. I cannot believe I did this again. Bro, I swear. So we came off of that track? I swear we came off of this track. Or even that one. So how the flip? Oh. Oh. Oh, bro. Okay, I think I know. Okay, I think I know. I know what happened. Besides me being an idiot. Wait, is it still hooked up? Bro, how on earth? No. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 nope, nope. Okay, no. So we have a coupler here, and a coupler here. I guess this is one of those special dual coupling vehicles. It keeps putting the handbrake on. Why the hell is it doing that? Okay, so all right, we're good. We're good. We're just gonna back on. We're just gonna back onto that cut from the line they're lined on, or the switch they're lined on. Jeez Louise, dude. I said I wasn't gonna do it, and I did it. I said I weren't. Well, we could grab these as well on the front. And let this pair go down to McCalla or something. Kakashi says a borderline edging situation. That's another thing, dude. Like, this whole edging thing. Jesus, bro. We're in a new era as a society. I do not understand it, man. Oh boy. Okay, we're good there. Oh, no we're not. No we're not. No we're not. We are not. We are not good. Okay, now we are. Jesus, dude. What in the fuck? Oh dear Lord. I got too brave, man. Talking on. It's because I talked about it. That's the problem. I literally said I'm not gonna do any dumb shit with a Switch today, and then I did like 5 minutes later. I did. Say units can derail and can also be re-railed by selecting the offending unit's truck and using the available options. Do you have like Run 8 Wiki open or something, dude? Or do you just know this stuff? Gatto says the term Midwest started about 1880s as the Kansas-Nebraska region was considered the West. Yeah, so like pre-settler actual West days. Yeah, I mean, that was the West, man. Midwest. And I guess I didn't realize, like, shit, this keeps going. Because ideally, you know, if you look at the U.S. as a whole, the Midwest, if you want to get technical, the Midwest would actually be like Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, maybe even like Texas. But then not really, because that would be just, you know, central U.S. So yeah, Midwest, that's a that's one of those interesting terms for shizzle. I'll literally type it into Google because I can't trust a boomer like you to do it. I'm not a boomer, man. I ain't no boomer. How old do you think I am, dude? I know you're just taking the piss. I get it. I'm a millennial, my dude. A millennial. I am a... Well, I'm trying to think of a specific term again here. Late. Yeah, late would be... It's like when you're talking about cars, like late model, early model. I'm a late millennial. Okay, one more car. Birdie. You got some grays. Oh, I got a shitload of grays, dude. It's unfair. It is unkind and unfair how much gray I have, man. It sucks, dude. But my dad was the same way, man. He was silverish at my age. But he also had more red hair. I've got more like dark molasses colored hair. Alright, we've got to pick these switches. Switches. Alright, so that one is... there. Okay. So Boomski. Boomski. Yeah, my genes, were not kind. Like with my gray hair at my age, I've got a fucking baby face. Like I'm a mishmash of like weirdness. Like my face when I walk into a store and buy something that requires an ID, and they ID me. I'm like, dude. That's why I don't even like really grow out a beard anymore, because a lot of my neck hair is, you know, silver. It's total bullshit, man. But I'll take it, dude. I'd rather have... I'll take my silver hair over just straight up balding. Any day. Any day. Alright, I think we're lined up here. Saw gray hair on my beard the other day, freaked out. Oh, they're coming, dude. Once you see that one, they're coming. It's weird, man. That's why I mainly do the mustache nowadays. So like I'll do the mustache and keep the rest of my facial hair short, because for whatever reason the mustache retains whatever your color is the longest. So like my mustache is almost black, like it, because you know I've got dark colored hair, not just brown hair. It's like a dark brown. And I've still got color on my face. It's just mixed in, and it's just easier to cut it all now. I had a magnificent beard. Like, you know who Duck Dynasty is? Remember the Duck Dynasty guys? I had a fucking beard like that years ago. But it was a job in itself, man. You had to like condition it and comb it, and like do all this other shit. I wasn't trying to do all that. You know, good luck sleeping any other way besides on your back with facial hair like that. Or you'll be dealing with that shit trying to fix it for like an hour. Alright, we are in there like a swimwear. Okay, so do these cars still 90? Yeah. Shoot. Could we just... Bro. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, this will be interesado. 000 90. Is there any way to... Like, again, do it. Can I just hit shift and they'll all bleed? Because when they all split apart earlier, it obviously jacked them up. Can't lose my hair. Whenever I get idea, just take off my hat, and they say no problem. Yeah, I guess I lucked out. My granddad balded pretty early on. He had that like Caesar balding, you know, like the crown, like you're wearing a crown, you know, but with hair. Dude, there's got to be a way. If I hit Shift F7, will that bleed at all? There's got to be a way, dude. Like, I kind of want to leave some in a cylinder just to help us slow down, but I obviously can't be dragging too much because it would be impossible to move. Dude, I know diehard run-8ers are watching me play this sometimes. It's just like, what is this fucking idiot doing? And I'm fine with that. There we go. We be rolling, dog. You get up on now. Yeet. Doke, you're gonna have to chill, bud. You got a little while longer. I just let y'all out before I started streaming. This mofo just sit here and stare me down, man, like I can feel him burning fucking holes in my back. He'll be like out in the hallway through the door, kind of staring at me around the corner with one eye, and it reminds me of you guys know the Insidious movies, the first one with the Darth Maul looking dude, the red face. That's what my dog reminds me of when he's just like standing there staring at me. These like hollow evil eyes, like trying to will me into letting him out and feeding him and shit. Go lay down, dude. Go lay down. Trucker Jim, how you doing? Is there any way to get this game? Yes, you buy it. Go to I think it's called Run 8 Studios. Run 8 Studios. Oh, somebody tried to Aquaspire tried to link it. Thanks, Aquaspire. Nightbot was being a night twat. But yeah, it's Run 8 Studios. Run 8 Studios. Oh shit, no, we can go in that one still. Actually, no, we'll go straight back because we got a ton on this cut, and then that way, whatever's left, then we can put on that other cut. Yeah. Okay. There we gravy go. We're gonna have to be easy. I'm in run 6 right now, guys, doing 6 mile an hour, so we're gonna have to be real chill here. Soup's chill. Is it on Steam? No, it's not on Steam, Trucker Jim. A lot of people wish it were, but it ain't. And I kind of understand it. You know, Steam, they take like a 30% cut from any developer that releases something on Steam. So, you know, it's kind of understandable why some people don't have their stuff on there. Insidious is actually terrifying. Yeah, man. Creepy movie. The whole concept of Insidious too, like, it makes you wonder, man. It's like, are you having a dream when you're having like a nightmare, or are you in like some sleep world, some demon land? Yeah, it's a cool concept. I think that's why that movie in the series worked, because it was original. You know, I feel like a lot of horror movies, and being a horror movie buff, a lot of your horror movies now are just regurgitated bullshit. And they never ever have a decent payoff. Like, one of the biggest tropes that pissed me off in probably the last 5 years or so with a lot of your horror and thriller type movies is the movie will play out nicely, and then they'll get to the end and they'll rely on the whole, oh, it's all in the main character's mind. It's a psychological thing, and that's just such bullshit. It's like they have no good ending set, you know? Aquaspire says no. Yeah, I got around Nightbot. Yeet. Run 8 space dot space com dot. Yeah, Nightbot trigger happy. Get a lot of scammers that go into small streams because they think they're complete idiots and try and scam links. He's very sad. He's very sad. Okay, we need to start slowing down now. Oh, she's bouncing. We're getting a little bungees. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So we'll do 6. So we'll space out after this CP rail car. Yeah, we're going to have to push back a little bit. There it is. And we'll gap it a little bit. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. Applied. Hold up. Bro, are these all applied? That's so weird. Okay, what? Okay, that one's applied now. Alright, polar forwards. On a horror movie break right now, I'm watching the Silo. Silo's good. Yeah, it's almost like Fallout. It's got some Fallout vibes. The show on Apple with the Irish chick actress. I can't remember her name. It's a pretty good show. It's pretty good. I think it's got Tim Robbins. Yeah, it's a pretty good show. Doke, you need to chill, bro. You had a chance to pee earlier. If you didn't pee, that is your own fault, because if you pee on my floor, boy, let's just say it ain't gonna be good for you. I'm gonna verbally abuse the hell out of you. Alright, we'll throw the brake on that one. Oh, man. Alright, we gotta back up a little bit. Scourge! Come on, shove it. Shove it. Shove it. Alright, another notch. Come on, man. Shove it. There we go. Skablooge! Right then. Well, we could have left another there, but alas, we did not. Alright, I think this is our switch here. It's actually that one, I believe. Yeah, okay, it's our switch. Then I gotta remember those cars on the head end. I feel like I still got a handbrake on somewhere. Yeah, I hear you, Aquaspire. Thanks for trying to link up. It's just one of those auto things, because like every time I try and stream, I get one of those, wanna buy followers and subscribers? Click here. I get like one or two of those every time. Oh yeah, we got a handbrake on somewhere. For sheezels. Dude, we might just have to leave those extra cars out on the head end. Alright. Alright, bring her back. Yeah, and Trucker Jim, if you're looking for like some good videos to watch to get started with Run 8, look up Kerbo. Kerbo. He's probably the most concise, no BS, just gets right down to the nitty-gritty, easy to understand. Gets you dialed in on the basics. Aquaspire says, brother watched it, said it was like, Silo. Yeah, it's true. Fallout Snowpiercer for sure. I forgot about Snowpiercer. It does have a Snowpiercer vibe. The Snowpiercer movie was epic. I personally didn't like the show that much. But the movie was really, really good. My God, how many cars we got, man? We might not even be able to. About 14. 14 left. I don't even see the engine yet. Jeez Louise. Slug, what's up, man? How you doing? Buenos dias, Senor Slugums. Yeah, Gatto's got a point there, Trucker Jim. It's you know, each train sim kind of does different things. You know, it's just the nature of the beast. But as far as anything modern North American freight operation, Run 8 is pretty much it. Pretty much it. I mean, you got whole subdivisions. I mean, shit, you got whole regions in some cases. Yeah, NS Horsehead, that's Chris. Hooterville Cannonball. Hooter! Oh, Lord. Okay. This handbrake needs to come in clutch here. Oh, dear Lord. Come on, baby. Come on. Choo! Okay. All right, handbrake on that one. How are we looking on the coupler? Bang, bang! Yeah, we got a handbrake on somewhere for sure. For air in the cylinder. 2, 3. Oh shit, there's our engine. I forgot about you, little guy. Dude, don't even play that. I did not have you laced up, man. That's some bullshit right there. That's not cool, man. That ain't cool. I specifically didn't have anything laced up, man. And it's gonna do me like that. Alright. Okay. Don't do me like that. Well, I love you, baby. Don't do me like that. Alright, we're gonna shove them in here and then run around. Yeah, give it a shot, Trucker Jim. It's a lot of people aren't keen on the price, but you got to, you know, stop and think with the route, the maps. It's a lot of content. You know, when you look at stuff like Train Sim Classic, for example, you'll get like 40 miles of a small portion of a subdivision, right? And it won't even make sense. It won't even be like crew change spots or yards or anything. It'll just be random point to points, you know. It's not like that in Run 8. I just I wish John and the gang would have sales every now and then, man. Just do like once a year, you know, friggin' Black Friday or something. Even if it was like 10 or 15%, that's better than nothing, you know. Because there's, you know, I don't have everything personally. I wish I did. Don't have a whole lot of expendable income for shit like this. And there's packs that I would like to have that I can't justify paying certain prices for when I just feel like they wouldn't fit in as far as playability, if you get what I'm saying. Like the tie and the axle pack that came out. It looks awesome, but you know, $10 for a couple of cars that you're not really going to see that often in the game, right? And then there's a couple like engine packs I don't have. Oh my god, dude. I forgot I had it tied in. Idiot. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to lace up the hoses on this train, dude. Good lord. Can't win for losing. Okay, can I get around? Yeah, we got plenty of rooms. We got plenties. Alright, we're going to run around this cut, shove it back. I'm going to let the ding-dongs out, feed them, and then we'll be done switching to Merc plant. And then we just got to figure out what else we're going to do. Find something else to run over here. Oh, my butt's going numb. Holy shit. Ow. Holy shit. My spine. I was not sitting in an optimal position. Tailbone pain. Yeah, Aquaspire pretty much nailed it. It's got everything, and it's, you know, while it's not cut and dry with scenarios and quick drives like some other games, it's more of a, it's just endless, right? Because there's just so many things you can do. You know, with some other train sims like Train Sim Classic, it's like you run a scenario, it's like, okay, then what? Man, these are some lengthy tracks. Lengthy. Alright, so we're straight on that, and those cars are in the middle track, yes? Okay. Okay. Someone just released a Camelback steamer. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Railroader's crazy, man. I feel like Railroader's one of those things where it's like it's almost becoming dead internet. Just because there's so much shit now. So many people. Like the modding gates have literally opened for Railroader. There's just so much stuff now. And it's becoming a thing where you gotta like sort through it, you know, whereas before, early on, it was like you kind of knew if you thought it might be worthwhile or something like that, you know. Now there's just a ton of stuff. But there's some really good stuff too. I'm kind of at the point with Railroader. I'm like, all right, what are the original vanilla devs doing? Like, what's coming next? You know, I'm glad they added some scenery assets and some playability aspects, but some of the stuff I feel like, just speaking personally, obviously that's all you can do. Some of the stuff I feel like is just a bit pointless. That maybe they spent too much time doing. But at the same time, and I'm speaking mainly on the timetable shit with Railroader, I just feel like a lot of people don't care for it, don't use it. But I think the dev just wanted to do it because it's his game, right? Which is also pretty badass. Like, if it's your game, do what you want to do, you know? If you're just looking for straight sales and ego stroking and shit like that, then do what everybody else wants, you know? But, like, good for him if he's just doing what he wants to do, you know? Dude. Why did it do that? Anglecock is closed, my bro. Why are it do this? Alright, we're just gonna air up, man. I ain't playing that game right now. This is the last cut we gotta do, so. Alright, we're good to shove on back in Rooney skis. CFM's at 28. We gotta wait a minute. Oh, look, I can't jump on it again. What the hell, dude? Why does that happen? It's so weird, man. I can jump on that one. So is it certain cars? What the hell? That's strange, man. Is it just... Yeah, it won't let me... So it's this car. That's so weird, man. Rio Grande car. That's weird. All right, here we go. Slug said, try to get back into Railroader, just couldn't find it entertaining. Yeah, I mean, if you like what you like and you don't like what you don't like, you know, definitely shouldn't try and force yourself to, you know. That's why I float around with so many titles. You know, I'm not forsaken, you know, to one rail sim. it's like Run 8, you know, I'll get on these Run 8 kicks, and here we are, you know, last month or so, streaming at least once a week. Kind of slowly gotten back into Railroader, but I think with Railroader, it's just a thing where I did it all, man. And while there are a lot of mods out there, like, that's cool and all, but let's hear from the developer. Let's hear Vanilla Game. But it, you know, it was a new ball game. Railroader came out, and it shows, and it was pretty popular, with good reason, you know. We just need more. He needs to take the line to Asheville or to Murphy. You know, I think we got enough engines. I don't think we need any more engines. I think we could use some new freight cars. You know, maybe some actual liveries. Definitely some optimization. They could definitely do some optimization on Railroader. I'm just afraid with that word optimization also comes with lack of fidelity. And I hate when developers do that. Like, don't ruin it for everybody else because a couple of people are playing on their mom's Toshiba laptop from 1996. Like, that's a them thing, you know? Don't ruin it for that sake. Because that did happen early on with, you know, the way the map looked. And the game didn't really run any better, you know? It just made it look like ass. It's like Run 8, you know? It's not the most gorgeous game, but I feel like it gets by, right? But it's on that razor's edge where it's super close to just not being visually pretty enough, you know? But it's getting better. It is definitely getting better. All right, we got that one spaced out right here. Scared. All right, so we can space these out here. All right, polar verge. Just enough. I did the F7 like an idiot. And PCS'd it. My bro. All right, we are done switching the Mercedes plant. This bitch be thick, my dude. So, we're gonna figure out something else for the last hour and a half-ish. So we're just gonna, I'll probably open the manual up or something. And, just have a peek around, see what's what. What? Damn it, Bobby. And, I'm up for any requests in chat. Any of you guys know of anything to do on the AGS that wouldn't take super duper long, we'll hop in and do that. But I'm gonna let doggos out, feed them, be right back, about 5 minutes or so. Certain autoracks, old models you can't climb on. Huh, I thought they were all the same, the autoracks. So there are different autoracks? Be cool to run 8 one day if you had cars with leaky tubes, you had to put a runaround hose and lose braking from the car. Weird. Yeah, I hear you on that, Slug. With Railroader, that's what I've been doing, man, is just sticking with the diesels, the 9s, the Alco RS1, the SD7s. I like the SD7s a lot. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Give me a couple minutes. Okay, we back. Let's find something to do. Really had no plans. I thought that would have taken longer. Let's have a peeky poo. Oh, let's see what we got to do. Right, what's this pinky poo right there? Oh, that's us. Dun, 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 dun. What's this? Who this? Florida East Coast, get out of here, boy. A56. That's looking like it's going outbound. McCalla. McCalla. Where's it at? Relinquish my train. Live by the river. None. 839. Looks like this train's ready to go. Meridian MER. That's Meridian, Mississippi, I think. So that's going that way. ATL. These are going towards Beham. This one car is empty though, which is kind of weird. Let's see. If we just delete this one car, can I just delete this one car without it deleting the whole damn train? So we need to go that way. So we can get these stacks and take them as well as those racks. Racks and stacks, baby. Rack them and stack them. Let's see. I don't have any of the NS standard cabs. Kind of sucks. Sucks to suck. Let's see. Corn rail. Ugh. I don't think I have any good corn rail skins. Eyes without a fear. Gato says, can we go Brightline automobile hunting at grade crossings? Dude, what? This is a serious friggin' grade right here, man. It was 1% straight up. Jeez. Alright, we're gonna get on them stacks, take them down to Beham. As well as those racks back there. Alright, that switch Bethron, which is incorrect. There we go. Yeah, I could have done some corn rail standardos. I don't know if I have any good skins though, and I'm such a horn and skin slut in Run 8 and pretty much any train sim. The standard ones are okay. Yeah, I don't know if we'll have enough HPT. This won't be the largest train, but if we don't, we'll throw another engine on here. Throw another engine on it. Couple going to Jack's. Hotlanta, Jacksonville. Alright, CFM waiting on that. Shoot, can we? We got room to run out here, guys? Is this the main? No way, bro. That's not the main, right? It's just the middle track, yeah? Wait a minute. I think we got something coming too. Alright, still waiting on that CFM. So there's the one, man. Just the one. And I don't want to have to cut it off. That's too much damn work. Because if I click delete, I think it'll delete the whole damn train. And we don't want that. You know what I can do is just go, beep. What do you know? It's loaded. Okay, we're good to go. New sensation. We can get some thumbnailage while we're waiting on the CFMs. Bow, 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 bow. Right. All right, we're good. Yeah, I like mixing up engines too. Slug. I had oh fudge. In Railroader yesterday or day before, I was running an SW and a GP9. Just funsies, mixing it up, you know. Alright, we need to be gentle on them drawbars. Drop it down a notch. There we go. Nice and easy like. Nice and easy like. Yeah, I saw that Aquaspire. Anybody wondering, Pintrex is starting to put full-length videos. Because you used to have to, like, search for random specific video names via Google and try and find people that had them uploaded illegally. And they're starting to load them all, which is epic. Very epic. Love how there's a mailbox right there. We can go out here, right? Because how else would trains be built at McCalla? And there's no dwarfs. So I'm just curious. And this isn't locked either, right? Yeah, they must run these two. Because see, look at the mass down there. Doo. Those are all red as they would be. And these are all red. Interesting. It's got it lined straight through. I guess auto just hasn't cleared it up all the way yet up there. Yeah, the Val Kilmer news is tough, man. Like, he was an icon, man. Some epic movies. One of my personal Kilmer movies favorite would be Real Genius, which was an 80s movie. Excellent film. And of course, Tombstone. I'm your Huckleberry. Best character in the whole fucking movie, hands down. Hands down. What else? Of course, Top Gun, Iceman. Oh, and probably one of my favorite movies of all time, Heat. They had De Niro, Pacino, Kilmer. About like these. It's kind of where a lot of your Grand Theft Auto story came from was the movie Heat, to be honest. Some real badass bank robbers that knew their shit. Excellent movie. All right, put down a little bit of air. Go ahead and flip that one. All right, CFM going down. Going back up and grab them auto racks. I think we are lined. There might be another track over there, so we're going to have to check that. All right, she rolling back. God, the grade down in here is crazy. All right, those are currently being loaded. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. All right, what are we working with here on the drawbar? 7.3, we should be all right. All righty then, boys and girls. All right, we're 1.6, but we're going uphill into Birmingham. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so 1.6, 2,800 ton, 20 loads, 44 empties, 262 axles, 5,600 footages. All right, CFM, come on. That's a lot of racks, man. There we go. Got that EOT on there. All right, we're not going to tune up auto until we get up there. Got 346 coming down the track soonly. Go down here and see what kind of train you got working with. Yeah, The Saint was good. That was a good movie too. It's kind of like a cheeky James Bond type movie almost. Cheeky breaky. Dude, where's this cat at? There you go.
177.8. Track 1.
Old Manifesto. Let me out. Oh, that's a chonker right there, guys. Chonk Daddy. Yeah, we should have enough power. Slug. Classic NS dispatch probably expecting you to make track speed 0.8 HPT. Hey, we got more than that, man. 1.6. Ain't too shabba dabba ding dong. Let's see. Oh, he's coming from behind us. Dude, this map confuses the shit out of me. I wish north pointed to the right and south pointed to the left. This map's so confusing. Alright, where's the receiving? Let's see, forwarding. South. Forwarding. Inbound. Dude, I'm gonna have to look at the friggin' track layout. Where is receiving? Holy shit. Big confused. Hey, take care, Aquaspire. See ya. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open the map here. Jeez Louise. Is it under train routing? Or map? This is the hump yard. Norris Yard and Hump Bowl. I thought there was like a... Much confused. Much confused. Alright, so let's put a marker or a waypoint deal. At least like downtown Birmingham. Passenger main. I think we gotta go in through here. Yeah, we'll set it right here. Just pull over to the side. Alright, he's most likely gonna let this this other train by first. No way. Did he just... Damn, he is letting us out. Alright, receiving. I usually take shit out of the yards, never bring into the yards. And I haven't really messed with AGS. There's Sloss. ATN. Mineville sub, ain't doing none of that. CSX Boils, ain't doing none of that. I see this inbound here, but it looks like it's going on into the hump bowl, which is kind of confusing. Inbound 803. I guess that's the only option, is that right there? Let's go look at that. So that's inbound. Let's click on it again. Well, that's the damn hump bowl. I guess it'll slot us in right here somewhere. Yeah, that must be what the deal is. All right, let's get this sumbitch moving. Older niece getting married in May. First time, first kid, first family. Has me jumpy feeling. Congratulations. That's it's a big move. Big time. Big time in it. It sucks we're not going to see that other train run up. Yeah, I guess that's it. It's just the inbound. Inbound. Yeah, that train's way back there anyway. Several miles, 10 plus miles back. Bow, bow, bow. I'll get some thumbnails. Some good looking gantries. Run 8's definitely stepping up. For sure. Gonna have to slow down a little bit. Because we are not quite on the men. Throttling down a little bit. And then uphill. Butterburger. All right, we're on the main. Let's double check we got our inbound set. I'm gonna click it again. And then call up auto. He'll probably get pissed that we're dialing him up again, but call me the next CP. Roger, roger. Some tricky stuff running the AGS with the hogback profile. It's hard to believe. Feels like we should be going uphill, but we're going downhill. But I think we'll go into the overpass there, and then it's uphill again. All right, we are out on the track fully. Track speed now 60. How far does he have us routed here? 150, about 10 miles looks like. Almost 10 miles. SD60. Man, I'd be down for some SD60 in run 8. Alright, now we are definitely going uphill. See if we can actually accelerate. Yeah, stuff like that, though, it's like you got to think, where would there be to run it, though? I mean, it wouldn't be totally out of the question to see that stuff everywhere. You know, definitely Mohawk, Selkirk. Now, if we got some, you know, you get over more towards Meridian, AGS South, it definitely wouldn't be out of the question to see some CN stuff, you know. Alright, let's take a peeky poo at this again. That looks pretty fun there, the 839 McCalla to Bessemer. Could run that next time. Oh, you know what? The BRI and the BIR? That's confusing. I think we have cars tagged BRI. Idiot. Well, no. Because they were loaded. All right, let's see here. Local operations. Norris Yard, exit on AGS track M1. Oh, that's running that local out. Yeah, we might be taking BIR cars back to Norris. Wow. Big wow. Not optimal. We hit 53 mile an hour. Still going uphill. Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite was an epic movie, man. Epic movie. It was just so weird and dumb, but also great. It is weird that it didn't happen. No Does. What's up, man?
Norfolk Southern, milepost 155.3. Track 2.
Don't do it, you crazy mofo. We in Bessemer. We outside. Oh, dear Lord. Bro had a death wish. Right on, man. Well, welcome to the stream, Nodos.
Norfolk Southern, milepost
Nodo says reminds me of California drivers. South Florida, man.
Track 2. No defect.
Brightline.
Total axle.
Like, the Brightline crews have to be terrified. There's the Bessemer CSX off ice. Little kind of sort of yard right here. And their line over to the left. Ooh, this old gal kind of struggling. Probably could have put 2 on the head end, if I'm honest. We'll do a little foaming action. 149, 143. All right, got about 6 or 7 miles. Getting Brightline West here in Vegas. Where is that going to run from? LA to Vegas? Vegas to Rancho Cucamonga. Rancho Cucamonga. 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 Rancho. That's like Metrolink territory, isn't it? Why does that sound familiar? Yeah, man, I feel like such a damn idiot. I think we have got McCalla Yard containers on this train that we're taking to Birmingham. I just do not know AGS operations or NS for that matter worth a damn, dude. Mega dingus isms. Mega dingus isms. All right, we got to start paying attention here. All right, so we still got our waypoint at the inbound. Dude, how do we even get over there? I am so confused. So confused, man.
Norfolk Southern milepost 151.3.
TSW5 had Metrolink that goes there. Oh, yeah. That's San Bernie, right? I think that's San Bernie. Powderly. Close. It's between San Bernardino and Orange County. Okay, but it's on the San Bernardino line, right? Oh yeah, I know the name now. I know. The show called God dang it, what was it called? With the three guys that had the shitty office jobs. Workaholics. Yeah, Workaholics took place in Rancho Cucamonga. Epic show. Epic show. All right, he is lining us in. This is confusing, though. He's taking us to see there's no way to get over there. So I don't know. Maybe this train would just run on to Atlanta? Bro. My brain hurts. I mean, we're going in the right way, right? We're just gonna have to go up there and look, guys. Light Wolf Gaming, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, we're gonna have to go up there and look. Have a little looky poo. Alright, so there's downtown. Yeah, this shit's kind of confusing, man. My CSX is way more. CSX Southeast is way more understandable. So this is all outbound. Well, I mean, because this is the yard. The yard. And then the hunt bowl's over here. Let's see. Control F8 it. So yeah, ATL. Here's a local. This is going to BRI. So yeah, this is where we should be going. But how the hell do you get here? Like if it were just from a visual standpoint up here, no big deal. Maybe it's one of those things where the map doesn't actually show it. You just see the inbound and then that's it. Because see, that says outbound for west forwarding. And that's to Atlanta. Like it's just got us going to damn Atlanta. God. This yard, man. I soccer fools. Yeah, doing well, Light Wolf. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Slug. It looks like it's not stopping us, but like how the hell else do you get in there? God, this and the orientation, man, like the way north is this way and south is that way, that's confusing as shit. So north is Atlanta, south is Meridian, right? Oh boy. So so this is the hunt bowl, right? Or no? Gotta slow down for this 30 up here. West forwarding. That's that way. Which is south. Be coming from this way. Bow, bow, bow. AGS north to Chattanooga. East forwarding. Oh, maybe we needed to click that. Is it east forwarding? Bro. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Because that it looks like it would take us down in there. That would be right. I think. Yeah, get me in like Jacksonville or Orlando or Savannah or Waycross. I'll be all over that. This is so confusing. Boom, boom, boom. Passenger main. So that's got us the right way. I think. It's got to be at East Forwarding. But no, I mean, it should be receiving to AGS North to Chattanooga. Bro, I just do not know. Damn, I need like a map chart with literal track numbers and what they are under each track. ELI 5. Yeah, because this doesn't explain shit. Or just straight up receiving. I haven't really been following Century Steam Nodos. Never been crazy about its developers and its diehard community and all the shit that went down a year ago. It's just the way they do things, kind of. I just haven't really been looking at it. Where is this gonna take us? Well, that train just straight up disappeared. Yeah, auto didn't change the routing. I mean, we do have IM on here, which I guess would go to Atlanta. I mean, they are tagged for Atlanta. Curious to see how the new ship game from Astragon. There's a couple of new ship games. They both of them have pretty basic names, but I don't know. We'll see. We need a good ship sim, man. So bad, so bad. It's just weird that it hasn't been done. You know, like Ship Sim Extremes was like the last one that was kind of semi-realistic. You got Ships at Sea. I haven't played that in a while. I reinstalled it and tried getting with it again recently, but they had still not fixed the save. So, like, you cannot save in the middle of a haul or a job. It'll just straight up delete all your shit. Which is a big problem because a lot of the jobs take a lot of time, right? And so if you got to stop and go do something, you're just shit out of luck, basically. I don't know if they fixed that or not. I know they added a new ship tier, I think, tier 3. Yeah, this is definitely going to take us around the yard, like if we're going to Chattanooga or Atlanta. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Think I might have a tuna sandwich. Yeah, we need to do one of these. We need to do one of these locals. That's probably what we'll do next time. Run that. I think there's one or two CSX Bessemer locals. Well, there's at least one you can run with a couple of industries. And there's several that you can run out of Norris. Yeah, these stacks, they are meant for Atlanta. I think I do have something in here for Birmingham Intermodal Ramp. Yeah, these. It was that car. That's what I did. So it was in the way. So I just made it to where it was loaded, but I didn't re-tag it. So I think that's the only one. So I'm not a complete dumbass, just slightly. Yeah, this is an Atlanta train. So yeah, this is right. We're actually doing it right. Somehow. Somehow. I mean, it's autoracks and IM. There'd be no reason to stop here except maybe for a recrew, I guess. Because another couple hours you're in Atlanta, so. Atlanta. The ATL, man, if there is one city I absolutely hate driving through in the South, it is 1000% Atlanta. I feel like my life expectancy goes down by like 50% anytime I go anywhere near Atlanta. I can't believe people drive that shit that live around there like daily. It's horrible. And there's no, like, that's the problem with Atlanta. Like, making to Atlanta to Chattanooga, there's no bypass. There's no other way. Like, you have to go through there. And it's terrible. I mean, Chattanooga's just as bad. It's not as big, but Chattanooga's got really shitty traffic, too. Macon's not too bad, but... Oh, just thinking about driving up. Like, whenever we go up to West North Carolina or something like that, pretty much always got to go through there unless you want to go through South Carolina and their shit-ass two-lane roads from the 1950s that they never upgrade. I wish they'd just build like a giant bypass or a fly pass that just goes over Atlanta. No exits, nothing. Just like a 20-mile straight shot. It just goes right over Atlanta. I'd put down $5 to help make that happen. Yeah, I've heard Baltimore is not epic. Slug. Baltimore. Baltimore. Lightwolf says, I live an hour north of Seattle. I have to go into the city now and then. Yeah, the really bad traffic there in Seattle. Sheesh. Yeah, I guess it's every big city, really. I mean, Seattle is massive. SeaTac. That's what we need, man. We need some PN dub in Run 8. I mean, we need a lot of stuff in Run 8, but I don't know. With the limited amount of assets and the way things look visually, PN dub might be a tall order. You know, it's like, look at the Roseville sub. There's parts of that look okay. But I don't know. There's some areas where like they would definitely have to come up with new ground textures, vegetation. You know, the way buildings look, shit, pretty much everything. Where them trains going? 109? Have no clue. I barely know CSX trains. We care a lot. Yeah, so that's pretty much all she wrote. This train will head on to Hot Lantamaloo. Man, I love that my FEC old UP skins, but I mean, they just show up everywhere, and that's a problem. Might have to get another skin. It's the problem with the Run 8 and skins, man. Like these. Ay, 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 ay. But I guess that's going to be it, guys. I'm going to go eat some lunch. I'm getting hungry. we'll definitely be back on the AGS because I gotta figure it out more, man. And I feel like the best way to do that is gonna be through some locals, some localage. So that train's just gonna keep on and disappear off of the map. Relinquish. I love how it just stopped it. That's it though, guys. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time. Don't know with what, but we'll be back at some point. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye.